Hi Miss Guys, welcome to Lerato Online. My name is Lerato Matlo. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me the honor of subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And also follow me on Instagram, it's Lerato Matlo. Today anything can happen Tuesday, so we're going to do a story time. Okay, so this is my first traumatic event that happened to me when I got to Joburg. Okay, born is about to get late. So a background story, I left high school with one of my high school mates and went with her to MGI. She was not my friend in high school, but we became friends when we got to MGI because it was that thing, hey, I know you, you know me, so let's be friends, you know. She was familiar, I was familiar to her. So for those that don't know where MGI was in Midrand. Now they changed the name. So in order for me to get home, I had to take 2 taxis from MGI. A local taxi, which was 8 rand, 2 boulders, and then from boulders to Tendies. I get it. But if I walk half a kilometers away from MGI to boulders, I can pay 3 rands and save 5 rands. That's where my problem started. I get it. My friend was staying at rest. So because she was not doing anything, she would usually just walk with me to the taxi. But now I am walking to this camp a half a kilometer to get my taxi. I got to save 5 rand. That's how hectic things were. I had to walk half a kilometer to save 5 rand. And all this trauma happened because I was trying to save 5 rand. Anyway. So I'm like, your friend, please walk with me to this camp. She's like, okay, no problem. Sharp. Awa. MGI, there's a kindergarten, crash, preschool, whatever you wanna call it. Next door. Before we get to the crash, we met this tall man. You know, this tall African man. I think he was from Mozambique. He was wearing those, you know, those African attire and stuff like that, and he was speaking in that Mozambican accent when they speak English, you know. So he's like, hi ladies, like, hi. He's like, okay, my name is so and so. I forgot his name, but for the sake of this video, let's just call him Joe. It's like, my name is Joe. I cannot read English, but I can speak, you know. I'm like, oh, okay, it happens, man. It's not something that is bizarre or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So it's like, yeah, I have this letter. I need you to read it for me. I'm like, okay, give it here. So I'm going to help you. Mind you, my friend that time, she's quiet. She's not saying anything. She just said hi with a smile. She's always smiling. So she's like, hi, fella. The rest is on me. Like, he gives me the letters, like, listening to me, and I'm like, dear Mr. Joe, my name is Miss Zulu. He gave us 98% of the gold, and you only left with 2%. So give us the 2% and you get your 38,000. I'm like, 38,000. The money this demon is about to get rich. I was so excited for him. So I'm like, okay. Like he gets excited, like, oh my god, serious. And naturally, like, we're looking at each other like, yeah, serious, you know. Lena, she gets excited. She's like, yeah, wow. She takes it and she reads it and she's like, yeah, you know. He's like, okay, my sisters, please, I need another filter, please. I'm like, okay, but again, he's like, Born, please talk to Mrs. Zulu and she will tell you what I need to do because Mrs. Zulu cannot speak English. Mrs. Zulu, habla English. Oh, and then the money and I Zulu. So I'm like, now, like, I can speak Zulu. I'm like, Sanbonan. She's like, hi, what's this here? How are you? Born and right. How may I help you? You know what? igama lami nguMrs Zulu, ngise-receptionist yase-crash. Bona, she even named the name of the crash. Ngise-receptionist, so. Please come collect this man's money. He will give you the gold. This is legit. Now go over the Zulu. I'm not le bad in. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, oh my God, how is that lady a receptionist and she can't speak English? And that crash key, all race, give my India, give my Hoa, everyone, you know. So I'm like, okay, no problem. This guy is like to us, do you have a tissue? I'm like, yes, I have a tissue. Now, like, I'm not begging. Give him a tissue and he leaves. Now, can I let him talk? We're looking at each other. Maro, when he comes back, we're going to tell him our problem. So maybe he can give us some money. Sharp. And then he comes, it's like, he's folding it like this. He's folding tissue like this, you know? It's like so tight, and he's giving it to me. He didn't even say Twara wena. He just did this, and I was like, I took the gold. I got a tissue. I'm like holding it for my phone. Like my life depends on it. I'm holding it like this. So he's like, yeah, go and then come back and give me my money. I'm like, okay, sure. So he's like, do you guys have cash on you so I don't mix my money with yours? I'm like, no, not a coin. I was very smart at that time. I didn't want to spend money that I didn't have. So my friend was like, no. Oh wait, I have that rand. Like, this looked legit, guys. Like, I didn't suspect anything. So now he's like, oh my God, guys, I feel like you guys are going to call your boyfriends and they'll take this money away from me. I am taking care of my family. My uncles, my brothers don't work. I need to be the one taking care of this family. This family is on my shoulder. Now what you and I'm like, would you relax? You're dealing with village girls here from Limpopo. Like, I'm legit telling him this. You're dealing with village girls from Limpopo, straight from a Catholic school. But you don't steal. You get it? It's like, oh, serious. You're like, yeah. My friend Lena, yeah, like, relax. Like at that time, our problems, you know. So, like, yeah, sour. Like, okay, please, just for security, please switch off your phone. Like, okay, why? It's like, no, I don't want you guys to call your boyfriends or your brothers to take this money from me. So I'm like, okay, like, we have nothing to lose here. But we're going to keep our phones, right? It's like, no, you're going to keep your phones. But please, put your phones in this envelope. Guys, something in my mind was telling me, put this phone on a flight mode. But another thing was saying, when I switch this thing off, flight mode is going to waste your time. Come on. We switch it off. Put it in an envelope. Put it in the envelope. So it's our phone, my BlackBerry cap, and her Nokia. I'll put this envelope in your bag. Put the envelope in my bag. Guess so. Oh my God. Guess so. And I saw it's like, okay, bye-bye. Please, you'll find me here. You know, guys, real packed. Like, I'm sure there was dust, you know. Like, so we get to the gate, we like, hi to the cleaner. We find the cleaner. I get it. And then I'm like, hi, can I get Ulela? I'm like, hi. She's like, hi. I'm like, we here for Mrs. Zulu. Miss Zulu? I don't know Miss Zulu. I don't know the receptionist. It's like, says, I want a receptionist more. I've never heard of Miss Zulu. I've never heard of a receptionist. But I come in and talk to the principal. Miss Zulu, there's no way. Guys, if I tell you, We got there and got the shock of our life. I got there, we found umlumu, a white, straight man. Umlumu. Ongwa. Got deep voice. Hi, ladies. I'm like, oh my god, this is not. What the hell is going on? Like, where is our Miss Zulu? We are there looking at this mlungu. He's like, hi, ladies. We're looking at each other like, what the hell is going on? My friend, I think my friend by that time she knew what was going on. Now I still feel like, Mara, what's going on? Like, where's Miss? So I get there and I pretend my friend Udla sighting and I get there on the principal's chair, like visitor's chair, and I'm like, I'm looking for space for my brother. I'm confused as hell. I'm looking for space for my brother. He's 1 year old, you know. Okay, I'm like, how much is it? He's like, okay, he gives me the very expensive school, very expensive. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I'll come back to you. He's like, okay, no problem, sharp. Guys, let me tell you. My friend was like, waka bula beke, waka di phone. Waka di phone. I'm like, hey, get no one. I'm like, what a born envelope like this. Yes. Guys, our phone turned into a stone. My phone, the BlackBerry curve turned into a stone. She was using a Nokia. She was using a Nokia and I forgot the name. And then now her Nokia turned, you know that book that comes with a SIM card, MTN SIM card. So that book is folded, and there's Lepopotwan at the back. The cover of Lepopotwan, you know that little Lepopotwan, that phone 100 rand. So there's that, and then by solo tape it, masking tape. That's her phone. Mine is a mountain stone. Modimo kgotso. Yo, Modimo ke sa metsetseng sepe. Allah, man. My friend Allah. Her phone was not even a week old. This thing happened yesterday. So apparently she heard of this story, guys, but she couldn't remember it. I think the guy had muti and stuff like that, so that we don't say no or anything and we just act stupid and stuff like that. Sharp. Hey, my mother's going to kill. Guys, I laughed. I sat down and laughed, and I tried so hard to cry, but I couldn't cry. Like every time I wanted to cry, I laughed. I couldn't help myself. And my friend my friend was all over the place. Lena, she was crying, but there were no tears. So sharp. Now we're going back to school, and he's telling her Evan, because that guy is nowhere to be found. We couldn't find him. Ow. We looked everywhere, we couldn't find him. So now we're going to and we meet with our classmates and like, why are you crying? So he stole our phone, that guy. They ran and looked for him and they couldn't find him. And now I had a boyfriend then. I saw him, guys. I was not crying, I was laughing. I saw him. Yes, Says you should have seen me. I was crying like a baby, like I was I was even like he was like what's wrong? I was like, oh my god, they stole our fire in here. I don't know why I was crying like that, but it was not intentional. I was not doing that on purpose. I just cried. Anyway, so now, guys, my friend's mother is calling. Agree, she bought the phone Monday. Wednesday, our phone got lost, and then she called her friend Kores, and is like, "Sesiwe, salam bocha or phone now wait guys." I don't know. I see it email. I got another 3 days. Imagine. So I see it email, Mama. It really charging point is nearly. So I'm thinking, what I should take it back. She's like, okay, take it back. Born. We had to pop out money. We had to pop out money to buy her a new phone. Get in 2 days. Besides, regular phone. And you know, yeah, the same color. Yes, sis. And I told my dad. My dad was like, Sissy, wait, don't lie. Just say I lost the phone. You don't have to talk about magic. You don't have to say anything. Just say I lost the phone. I won't kill you. I won't fight with you. I won't do anything. I'm like, Papa, but this happened. He's like, no. He never believed me. But thankfully, my boyfriend had 2 blackberries and he gave me another blackberry. So I practically had another blackberry like the next day. So I think it took me like three weeks before I could like legit sleep. That thing traumatized me. I'm like, how did our phone get out of our bags and a stone like Joanne? Like I still don't get it. I still even today, guys, I still don't get how like Joanne, because I had my phone. I'm the one that put everything in. I I think I think a week later I saw the guy again. I was going to take a taxi. I saw him passing with his car and he saw me and he laughed. Like this was the laugh legit. This was he was like this. I almost left. I almost went back home and slept. But I was like, you know what, I'm going. I'm going to school. So yeah, that is my story. If you want more video like this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I love you. See you on Thursday.